Welcome on in. Happy Sunday. Today we hit bicep tricep. We got a good arm day in. Happy to be back on the schedule that isolates arms for one whole day. I feel like I get so much more out of it than when I throw bicep at the end of back day or tricep at the end of chest day. Really enjoy having a day just for arms. So, the one thing that I want to mention while this arm workout is going on, as you can see, I've got the arm blaster on. Great tool if you've never used it. Goes around your neck, keeps your elbows in place, completely locked in, strict curl. Comes around underneath the chest and stays behind your elbows. I love to break this out every once in a while. And the one thing that I want to mention is you get a lot of people who say, I see a lot of gains, but I don't see a lot of arm gains or gains. I don't see a lot of change. And what I would say to that is the arms might be the funnest to trick when it comes to training them. If I get to a point where I'm like, man, arms just lately haven't been doing it, I do one of two things. I do a really good volume day where I won't stick to 10 to 12 reps. I'll do anywhere from 15 to 50 reps. I know that sounds crazy, but sometimes that's what the biceps and triceps need to grow. Or I'll do the opposite and I'll do a really heavy day. I'll hit, curls with 135 on the straight bar or triceps with a lot of weight or something along those lines. But it's good to change it up and stress the arms in different ways. And that's why I broke out the arm blaster today. We hit a couple sets with the straight bar and we hit a couple sets with the rope for hammer curls. And for some reason, with the arm blaster on, I don't know if it's just the way your arms kind of sit in it. The hammer curls were actually harder than the straight bar curls today, which I found very odd. But if you can pick up an arm blaster, I think it's a good thing to have in your gym. It's a good tool to throw in every third arm day or every fourth arm day, and really focus in on the biceps. And I like to pause at the top of these. Just a slight pause, doesn't have to be for long. Second or two. Get a really good squeeze in. Now, when I'm stopping at the top, I am squeezing as hard as I can bicep wise. And that's how you should feel on every arm day. Okay, and we finished up with one more set of these, the hammer rope curls, which like I said, quite a bit harder than I expected compared to the straight bar. Almost the opposite of when you're doing dumbbell curls. Usually hammer curls you can do quite a bit more. Not so much on the arm blaster. When I think of the arm blaster, I always think of the infamous picture of Arnold with the yellow strapped one around his neck. I think it was on the cover of like some famous bodybuilding magazine, but that's what I always think of when I see the arm blaster. But I don't have a fancy yellow one. So, and we even got the little man in there today getting some curls in. He got a couple good sets in. Here we switched over to some preacher curl one arm dumbbell curls. I think these are good to throw in. You've seen us do these at the Rashford barn. He's got that cable hook set up. Great setup. But sometimes it's really good to just do it with like a 35-pound dumbbell. Nice and slow all the way to the bottom, squeezing at the top. We switch over to the left arm. I like to use the opposite arm that you're not doing the curl with to kind of brace yourself on the machine so you're not rocking around too much on it. Especially with the dumbbell ones, what we're doing is we're really concentrating. It's a concentration curl. We're going really slow. Okay, like I said about that crazy volume in the beginning, what we're going to do here is we're going to do 30 reps of straight bar curls, 45-pound barbell. And then when we get to 30, we're going to switch to overhand, and we're going to get 10 reps in. When you get to 30, nice and slow reps, your arms are cooked no matter what the weight is. But the bar actually is pretty heavy to do slow reps of 30. So here we switch to the overhand. And we're going to squeeze out 10 more. And we got one more set of these in. So 30 reps, nice and slow underhand. And then we switch to an overhand grip and we squeeze out 10 at the end. Hope you guys have enjoyed this week's videos. We've had a lot of good ones. We had episode 100. We had an episode with the whole team in it at the House of Swole. My son was in the video last week. We did kind of a kids video. We've done a lot of good stuff lately. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I think you are, because the subscribers seem to be climbing. We love to see it. My arms are cooked at this point. Okay. Then we hopped over to some tricep extensions here. Started with some overhead extensions with the bar. And like I said at the beginning of this video, you can either shock your arms with, going heavier weight than what you generally do for your arm day, or you can shock it with volume. And that's what we did today. We shocked it with volume. Thank you guys for tuning in to this arm day. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we will be back tomorrow to kick off the week. Hope everybody has a good Sunday night, and take care.